HiRevz Media is sponsored by Born to Ride Motorcycle Magazine. Check out borntoride.com. All right, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the designs that we came up with, and Chris Williams, it's kind of his bike that we kind of went with. So it's the FXRT Fitment Crew. There's this shirt and a few other designs that are pretty cool. This is one of the other designs that we came up with, FXRT or Die, which is just kind of funny. FXRT Fairing on this side, skull, teeth on there. Pretty neat design. We got these in t-shirts and stuff. There's some hoodies and some other stuff on there. If there's anything else that y'all want to see or design on a different product, there's all kinds of hundreds of products that I can put these designs on. So just shoot me a message on there and just let me know, and we can get that figured out. This is one thing I think is really cool, is the old school Harley Davidson script stickers for the FXRP police fairings. So at the bottom corner of the fairing, they had Harley Davidson in. Well, this is that same script, same design, but it's got the group name, FXRT Fitment Crew, which is kind of cool. Now, these are slightly bigger, so if you had ugly Harley ones that were getting old and came off, this will actually cover that a little bit. So you don't have to worry about that. And then there's a small edge of white. And the Harley ones were cut right at the black line. These have, less than 1/8 of an inch of extra material, and you can kind of see that on there. So, and then there's a couple other designs that we've got. So get on there and check that out. All right, guys, we got the fairing back off for right now. We're gonna start working on these saddlebags. So I got the brackets and bolts and all that good stuff that it comes with there. And there's one of them here. There's the other. And these are already gloss black, and they actually look pretty good. They've got pretty nice latches on them, and they're kind of designed the way the older Harley bags were, except for better latches, which is good, and a better rear bracket and hinge and everything there. So see how this goes. All right, guys, so here are the brackets. You got 4 brackets here, and then here's the bolts and everything. You've got rubber bushings and then a metal bushing that goes in between it. So essentially you have to drill the hole big enough to that inside diameter here, and then force this in and pop it in there so it's rubber mounted inside the plastic. And then the metal bushing goes in between that so that it doesn't collapse when you bolt it up. Then you've got a bolt and a washer, okay, that goes through the bag into the bracket. Now originally I was thinking, why did they give us just regular nuts and no extra washer? Well, it's because these are threaded. So this bolt threads directly into the bracket, and then that's just a jam nut that comes on the back of it. So it's actually going to work all right. Wasn't sure about it at first, but I think that's going to work. And there's enough to do 4 on each side. And you've got a few different mounting spots here, depending on where you're going to go. The other thing, this is the fender bolt for the metal chrome pieces here. We've got the longer bolts because we had the leather bags on here that actually came with the longer bolts. So they have a collar built into them that goes in there, and then the bolt goes in. So we're gonna have to make the little collar piece, so a little spacer that goes in there. And then this obviously won't work. Bolted up directly, you'd be scratching the chrome all up. So that's got to stand off a little bit and then bolt through there. It'll stand off about the same as the factory ones because we got those long bolts. So, and then this hole is huge, but that almost fits in that hole. It doesn't, but it's very close. So we got some extra washers for that and make that work out. All right, guys, this is what we figured out. We've got this old chrome tubing, which is actually from a drum set. If you don't have an old drum set, you'll have to actually get some spacers. But we're cutting it down with the bandsaw over there, just making some really ugly looking spacers, but they get pretty hidden when you bolt them up in here. And that is gonna work. That's nice and tight, not going anywhere, holds it off the chrome, so that's gonna work. All right, guys, I've got some tape on here, and then we held it up wherever we wanted on the bike. And I've got one of the other brackets here. And we marked the brackets I've got mounted on there, which you can't see from this side, but they're mounted over there in the kind of direction I thought they needed to go. So we just mounted this, or laid it back up where it would be on this side. And we're gonna use those two holes, and we're actually have to cut it off because that fender, the other one's gonna be up here, the other one's down there, the fender rolls. So you'll notice that the holes kind of drop down at the front of the fender. So we're gonna use these two, cut the bracket off down here so it's not hanging down. So now we have to drill those two holes, and we have to drill them large enough to the inside diameter of the rubber grommet. So we're gonna mic those, see what the inside diameter is, and then drill those out with a step bit. So here's the mic, got it in there, and it's right at 5.79, sorry, 0.579, let me get that out there. Yeah, 0.579, so it's a little bit bigger than a half of inch, kind of a weird size, and even in millimeter, it's 14.7 millimeters, which is an odd millimeter size. So as long as we get something close to that, we should be able to pop the rubber in here, and I did measure it with the metal bushing in there also. All right, got one hole done. We decided to go right at 9/16, which should be good. This starts out with a small bit at the top anyways. It's like 1/8. So let it right up in the middle of the hole, then it starts slowly pushing down, letting it eat. All right, guys, the rubber grommet fit perfect. Metal bushing went in there, and it fit nice and tight in there. So that is perfect right there. Got those in, and then I ran some bolts through the bracket backwards to line it up. And then I held this up and marked it. So got it lined back up pretty much where it was at. I'll show you what I did over here. Just literally took 2 bolts, ran them this way just to line up my pins, and then I could kind of move things around, figure out where it hit this one. So, and they're not perfectly parallel with each other, which will actually give it a little bit more strength and stability. Instead of them being exactly right, they're a little bit cocked out, and then it gives us a little more to mount to down here. Now these bags do kind of roll in a bit, and these are straight brackets. So the bracket could be, bent down some, which we might do, or I could just run this one and this one, which I might do, which will be fine. As long as you get 2 holes in each bracket, it'll be fine. The other one we're gonna end up trimming off anyway, so it's fine. I think that should work. I'm gonna make sure it's lined up good again, and then mark my holes. All right, guys, I got that side mounted up and finishing up the bolts inside on this one. And then the last thing to do is the jam nuts on the inside of the frames there, but this is going pretty well.